the first of 2 races, 100 Ks. And it's lights out at Bathurst again. A stall in the back, but we're all moving now. Just about. Brock Feeney does exactly what he wants to do off the start. Jordan Boys goes to second. And the 2 guys that are fighting for the championship make it 3 with Jaden Ojeda have dropped back. As it stands right now, Brock Feeney has enough to win this championship today, but we've got 16 laps, and that is an awful long way around Mount Panorama.
You see him winding the car there a little bit, trying to get that little extra bit of tyre temperature in so he can really lean on that tyre hard. He'll be trying to break their back very early on. He'll be trying to get a bit of a gap, and Jordan will be working hard to stop it, of course, but he really wants to try and scoot away a little bit here.
Up towards the Bow Repairs cutting. Best with a bit of a slide. This was the scene of so much drama back in February when we had round 1, and that's Moss to the inside, and this might be drama again. And he clouts into the side of Josh Fife, and a new right. Here comes Matt Charter, just about got to the inside. Shake the chasing Jaden Ojeda, and a mechanical black flag will be displayed this time by car 11. So that's Zane Moss with that bodywork damage. Ooh, boys, with a lock up, and someone having a bigger lock up further back. Not sure whether it was damage that's caused that to happen or a contact on the race. Ojeda locks up down at turn 1.
And he cleared the brake early enough that he could still turn in and get the apex. Traditionally, what happens when you lock the brakes like that, the car doesn't slow fast enough, puts a flat spot, oh, we're going to have a safety car, puts a flat spot on the tyre, and therefore it makes you weak in braking. But I think he cleared that early enough that he could still make it to the apex and keep on racing.
Here at Skyline on lap 1. That would be why.
Yeah, 2 cars certainly don't go through there side by side, not successfully anyway.
Zane Morse with the all-time manoeuvre down at the chase, couldn't quite get it in there. Josh Fife, his first weekend driving with Eggleston. That's his 3rd team already in Super 2. Started with the man sitting next to me, then made the move across to White Motorsport, now at Eggleston, a team from Melbourne in the eastern suburbs. And Murphy, what's happened then?
Yeah, he's got in a little bit deep, jumped on the brakes, locked the rears, spun the car, and shot into the sand.
Thank you, Brad. Green flag waves will bring us back up to speed. Lead us back to the green flag. It's the 19-year-old from the Gold Coast, Brock Feeney, who leads us back to green flag conditions at Mount Panorama. He's got 1 or 2 car lengths already over Jordan Boys. Executed that restart nicely, Brad.
He did. He got on the throttle a little bit before the last turn. Just managed to get that gap. Extended slightly over Jordan. And he's out half a second already. But they'll try really, really hard on this lap not to let him get away.
Whoa, we've got Paul Boschett off here. And that's at McPhillamy. And you do well to have a moment there and not hit anything but dirt. And I think he may have done exactly that.
It's a very uncomfortable feeling. Whoa, a bit of contact.
Yeah, Zane Morse is working his way through from the back of the field after serving that mechanical black flag involved in this one. So 2 cars in different classes.
Yeah. I think you might be serving a 5-second penalty as well in a minute.
Okay.
You don't want to be on and off the throttle. You just want to stay right on someone's bumper and get ready for them to accelerate.
It was nice and early, but Jordan Boys is wise to it. And the kid from Albury is with him as we go around Murray's. Green flag. Let's go racing and hopefully get some green flag racing. Dunlop Series action from the mountain. Brock Feeney for 888 in car 8. Orange numbers because he is the championship leader, but the field is closer. There will be a pit lane penalty for Zane Morse for that incident that took place on top of the mountain. So the frustration will grow. That all started with that little fender sticking off the front of that car.
Drive the car off, and now he's got everyone over the back of him. Matt Payne.
Nissan on Nissan, and nice move, Jay Robotham as well.
On your inside, what's Robotham on your inside?
Bit of spotting there from Al McVeigh, who's engineering not just Dave Reynolds in the great race come Sunday, but also working with Matt Payne, this young Kiwi. He's on for a really good run here inside the top 5. Is the PLP served, and here comes a lock-up, and here comes drama up at turn 2.
Yeah, that was always going to end badly.
Robotham in the fence.
He's braking as late as he can. Because he's turning in so early, he's braked about where he normally is, and locked the fronts, but I felt like he was going to get around. Matt Payne has tried to get down the inside of him. He's committed to that move a long way out. Wow.
Oh, man, what an onboard.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Teams,
Probably
black
has got a
flag,
little
car
bit
10,
less
pit
high
lane
pressure.
penalty, driving infringement.
Seems to be going harder later.
And now it'll be Matt Payne's turn to serve the pit lane penalty.
Yeah.
Well, this is tight going through the chase. Charter is on the inside down here, and he's moving through these Eggleston cars nicely. That's Josh Fife in the mirror.
Absolutely.
It's a good move. So Payne peels off. A little bit of rubbing going on.
Yeah.
Here comes the over-under. Can he make it stick? McLean desperate to try and cover him.
Yeah, no, he's going to get him.
Charter is there.
It's a matter of running back out. Well, I would have run him a bit further wide there. You want to take as much road as you can and not let him get back up the inside.
Didn't get one, not two, but three of the Eggleston cars. And I'm trying to think if I've ever seen anybody pass three of those things in a race, because they are typically very fast cars to pass. Well done, Matt Charter.
So he'll need to block. No, yeah. No, I would have. Oh, yeah,
no.
There's a bit of action.
He's got into the back
Now
of
he's
him.
going to have to pass them all again.
And it'll be really hard to try and redress that if he needs to, because his teammates in the fight here. This is getting feisty. Fife now in and gets that spot done. And Charter
Probably just should have stayed to the inside a little bit longer. I would have always expected Matt to try and get up there, and you know, it's hard because you sacrifice a lot, but when they start touching each other up, as these two are doing, then your blood starts to rush to your head a little bit, and you're not too happy with the other bloke. So he would remember that touch when he had an opportunity a little bit later on. Great racing though.
That car was sounding sick when it came past the commentary box window, and unfortunately hasn't made it up the hill next time by. And it's 888, and it's Brock Feeney, and he is on top at Mount Panorama in the Dunlop Series.
That's P1. Awesome job. Nice work, mate.
And the fight
He's our dice.
back through the Eggleston cars, and Matt Charter is somehow getting himself under pressure by Tim Blanchard at the last corner. Try as he might, he passed all three of them, and then they all passed him back. Oh, what a good battle though.
That was a great battle, but Matt will be very disappointed with that outcome.
He worked so hard to get all three of those cars in the mirror. How about Brock?
Yeah, copy. Let's
He's
go,
pretty
boys! They can't take the heat.
Oof.
I was cruising. Awesome, boys. Awesome.
Brock Feeney bringing the heat to the Dunlop Series. And he is pretty pumped up with that. Congratulations, Brock, and congratulations to the crew down there. And by my maths, that gap is 147 points, not quite 150 yet. So it's still on between Brock Feeney and Jaden O'Jada. Jordan Boys getting inside the top three. Zach Bass put a line through him in the championship. And Matt Charter, poor Matt Charter, at the end of all that, he finishes down in 10th. And let's check out exactly how they finished down in Super 3. Bravo Nash Morris extends his championship lead. Blake Fidel finishing second. Matt Payne, despite the drive-through, does a pretty good job finishing 15th. That's a very, very good effort to get some points back.
And Ellie finished 20th, which I thought was an excellent job for her first race at the mountain.
Yeah, good point. Driving for Brad Jones Racing, and in her first ever appearance here in Super 3, getting the job done. So well done to Ellie Morrow. Well done also, Brock Feeney. Congratulations on getting the job done